This is Ivar Kristoffersson back with the Quantum Astrology report for November the 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th, 2017. The 11th of November, the Sun will be at 19 degrees of Scorpio, then 20 degrees the 12th, 21 degrees the 13th and 22 degrees of Scorpio the 14th. The moon will the 11th be in late Leo and then going into Virgo, and the 13th of November the moon will be in late Virgo. It's the Master Day coming up, 11/11. The number 11 in numerology is a master number. The meaning is the quantum master leader. The most intuitive, charismatic, psychic embodies this number 11, embodies both the number 1, the leader, the pioneer, and the number 2, the healer, the intuitive, both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So 11th of November is always a magic portal for the new coming to Earth. We are in this period of 2017 preparing for the big years coming up. And the moon will, the 11th, here in Sweden, Central European time, the moon will be at the North Node in Leo when the 11th start at midnight between the 10th and the 11th. And the moon will be at exactly 20.00 degrees at that time, conjuncting the North Node and amplifying this grand fire trine that we during this period have to say goodbye to. The grand fire trine between Uranus in late Aries, North Node in late Leo, and Saturn in late Sagittarius, conjuncting the galactic center, of course, the gigantic black hole in the middle of the Milky Way, the galactic center. Saturn and Uranus is still in a very tight trine, but the North Node is leaving, is now into 19 degrees of Leo. North Node, our destiny, our expression, the Leo royal expression. Saturn, our reality, together with Capricorn, is very much at the galactic center now for some weeks. And the 13th, Saturn and Uranus will be in an exact trine on the minute. We have a transition of Black Moon Lilith, the shadow planet, the angry divine feminine that reveals the secret, the female before Eve that was rejected and placed in the desert, the natural feminine energy symbolizing the shadows in our own lives, goes from the truth of Sagittarius to the manifesting of Capricorn. So this is part of this portal that the shadows will be manifested in your life and as a collective in this world, the Earth, our three-dimensional world. The moon is in Scorpio. That's a lot of secret, shadows, darkness, deep water under the whale. And the sun is in Scorpio, of course. The sun, of course, is in Scorpio. And the moon in Leo will amplify the last part of this grand fire trine that was burning down and rebuilding by rebirth. That is symbolism of Scorpio. Transformation, first to die and then to, out of the ashes, what was burnt down, build the new me. We have also another very important aspect here, and that's Saturn in a square to Chiron. It has been exact some days ago, now it's only 1 degree. It's a very slow moving aspect. It happens not every year at all. And this is about our reality, our integrity, the Saturn, our time, our test, and the wounded healer, the Chiron in Lake Pisces, healing the spiritual wound. And Saturn is in the truth, wisdom sign of Sagittarius. So this is very much about continuing healing our spiritual wound. What do I believe in? Deep in my core. What's the new in my life? What's happening with me? Can I finally step out of the repeating of the patterns I do? That's the Chiron symbolism. When the wounds aren't healed, we repeat a special pattern in our life. Coming back has been my life for some very important occurrences. For example, my love relations have had the same patterns. Now it's time to heal the wounds and break that pattern. To stand whole in our oneness, connect within. The Neptune in the Pisces is also connected with the Sun here. To really be connected and not let that go, no matter what happens on the outside. Observe myself, observe yourself. Feel, but don't get lost in the feeling. Let them pass. Those beautiful feelings. It's some intense times, but that's what we are here for, to transmute, transcend. The alchemy of Scorpio, the alchemy of Capricorn and Gemini. We also have the love planet Venus, the divine feminine, coming up to an exact conjunction with the expanding planet Jupiter in Scorpio. It will happen the 13th of November at 7 degrees of Scorpio. And this is of course about love, about secrets, hidden values. It's also about sexuality. It's trine to Neptune here. So it's about the spiritual connection. Can be illusions. Neptune is retrograde, revealing the false illusion, the illusion that is false. Every illusion perhaps is false, but you understand. So it's the conjunction, the expansion of the divine feminine love in Scorpio. That's deep. That's sexual. That's much of everything. It's also connected with the Taurus, the opposite, with the 2nd and the 8th house. It's Venus, that's the ruler of Taurus. And it's about wealth and worth and money. So this conjunction with Jupiter here can also manifest in the abundance theme. And for example, I got to pay a rather big tax debt the 13th of November in my present three-dimensional life. And that is a relief to finally get rid of that tax debt that has been with me for 9 years. So thank you very much. A very special day. And so astrology can also manifest on so many different planes. And I mainly concentrate on the higher octave of beliefs and inner psychic connections. You can listen to other channels if you want to hear more of the mundane. But of course, energy is money, and it has a connection with the Scorpio, the Taurus, the second and eighth house, and with Venus. Also with Mars and Pluto. Mars and Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. We have co-rulers. The Sun on the portal, the 11th, is at 19 degrees of Scorpio. And the second decan of Scorpio is ruled by Neptune, the spiritual quantum spiritual planet. And then the Sun goes into the third decan, the 21 degrees and above of Scorpio, and the ruler there is the Moon. We also have the 13th, a starseed activation of Mercury coming up to Antares, the royal fixed star at 10 degrees of Sagittarius, in opposition with Aldebaran, another royal fixed star in Gemini. So the Mercury, the thought consciousness, is now in a connection with the star, fixed star Antares. And Antares is a portal for many extraterrestrials to come to Earth, to live here or just pass by. And for example, Andromedas comes here via Antares. Andromeda is our sister galaxy, the next galaxy, our neighbor to the Milky Way. Let's fly there. Perhaps it's from Andromeda, who knows. That was my third eye again, they love that. So, we have a lot more starseed activation this time. Pleiades with Isis and Pluto at Vega, etc. Of course, the big one here is Saturn at Galactic Center. The new codes for our reality we've written, again, with our help and contribution, the light workers here on Earth. I thank you very much for listening to my channel. I try to keep it simple. I give readings, of course. Quantum Astrology, Quantum Natal Progressive Draconic chart. I also have a new one, Quantum Numerology with Quantum Astrology. It's a little shorter, a little cheaper. My sale, 40%, will end the 11th. So book at latest the 11th of November if you want 40% of all my readings. See below. I also have a starseed reading. It's more expensive because it's so much work, but it's so rewarding for those who dare to check if you are a starseed. I also do Quantum Tarot. So I will draw a card from this 80 cards, Quantum Tarot, for the Stargate Portal 11th of 11th, 2017 in Scorpio. number 2 of swords. So we'll check what's the meaning of that one. Number 2 of sword. Here you can see that card. And this is about dark matter. Number 2 of swords represent an unsatisfactory stalemate where you cannot see the whole picture. How are you being blinkered? Dark matter. You can't see the whole picture. Okay, that's very much Scorpio. So relax, trust your intuition, and you will reveal the whole picture in time. It takes time. Has taken me all my life, 63 years to come here, especially the last 30 years, especially the last year. I have done immensely inner work. Meditation, massage, group work, group therapy, workshops. So much insight, so much of the onions coming into my core. Now it's time to create from within. Thank you for listening, and keep your faith, keep your hope, and keep your trust. Bye-bye.